Hello, I'm Victor Moisu. Thanks for joining me once again for another episode of the Football Planet here on Africanews, your Pan-African channel. Coming up for you in this program are the first leg of the 2017 CAF Champions League final was played on Saturday, and it was visiting Moroccans Wydad Casablanca, who frustrated a wasteful home side Ahly to a 1-1 draw at the Borg El Arab Stadium in Egypt. Details on that coming up. England are the World U17 Champions after they finished off a dominant display and coming from behind to beat Spain 5-2 in a match played in the eastern city of Kolkata. And later on, we'll be taking a look at a quick preview of the state of affairs in East Africa, where the annual regional tournaments, the CAF Senior Challenge Cup, will be kicking off in late November. Wydad Casablanca held Ahly to a 1-1 draw in the 2017 CAF Champions League first leg clash that was played at the Borg El Arab Stadium in Egypt on Saturday. Now, Morocco's kings of titles grabbed an important away goal ahead of the second leg match, which will take place at the Stade Mohammed V in Casablanca next Saturday. The Red Devils got off to the best possible start against the kings of titles as the hosts broke the deadlock just 3 minutes into the match. Mohamed Zakara found some space outside the Wydad box, and he scored with a thunderous left foot shot to make it 1-0 to the Egyptian giants Al Ahly. However, Wydad, who won this competition in 1992, pushed for the equalizing goal, and they managed to score in the 16th minute. Record 8-time Champions League winners Al Ahly continued to dominate, but their finishing was poor as their shots were blocked inside the Wydad box. However, Wydad continued to sit back and defend in the closing stages, and ultimately the match ended in a 1-1 draw. The second and final leg on Saturday will determine who will carry the season. And in the second-tier CAF club competition, Congolese club TP Mazembe and SuperSport United from South Africa will be clashing on November 17th in Lubumbashi for the first leg of that final. Once again, England have won a World Cup, and this time in the most thrilling way possible. England's under-17s came from behind to beat Spain 5-2 in a final they dominated in the eastern Indian city of Kolkata. This is the second England age group team to win the game's ultimate honor this year, following one from the under-20s. After a shaky start in which it seemed Spain would repeat their victory over England in the under-17s European Championship earlier this year, a seemingly unstoppable England comeback saw them score 5 goals without response. African champions Mali lost 2-0 to Brazil in the third-place playoff on Saturday to finish 4th in the tournament. Let's see some pictures of the action in India. African leagues have struggled to attract sponsors, and the situation has even gotten worse following the exit of big broadcasters like SuperSport from such leagues. Now, the South African-based pay television giant SuperSport pulled the plug on airing Kenya and Nigerian and Ghanaian league matches in 2016 and 2017, a move that threw a cut among the pigeons as far as the future of domestic club football in Africa is concerned. We have filed the following story.
South Africa-based pay television giant SuperSport's decision to pull the plug on airing Kenyan and Nigerian Premier Leagues over breach of contract within 3 weeks of each other early this year is a steep price footballing bodies have had to pay for failing to meet their marketing obligations.
We first got our broadcast partner in 2007, which is SuperSport. for an initial period of 4 years, which was renewed thereafter to end in 2021. However, early this year, 2017, in March, they did withdraw their broadcast partnership, citing that we do not control the league, and therefore they had to terminate the agreement.
By giving Kenyan and Nigerian leagues international exposure, SuperSport banked on the federations to attract entities who could advertise on the channel to enable it to recoup the huge investment. But this was not forthcoming.
Right now, it had a very big challenge and ramifications in terms of the budgets of the league, the amount that goes to the clubs. Clubs are now facing challenges in paying their players' salaries, but we believe that we still have a product and we want to really work on the product going forward.
Most African leagues have been plagued by low numbers in stadiums and constant bickering between federation officials who have failed to address the quality of domestic club football. It now remains to be seen whether the broadcasters interested in taking over the leagues can sustain their investment under the prevailing business environment.
To East Africa now, the Council for East and Central Africa Football Associations, the CAF, and the Football Kenya Federation, FKF, have declared their preparedness to host the 2017 CECAFA Senior Challenge Cup that is set to kick off in Kenya on Saturday, 25th of November. We have that report.
The Council for East and Central Africa Football Association, CECAFA, and the Football Kenya Federation have declared their preparedness to host the 2017 CECAFA Senior Challenge Cup that is set to kick off in Kenya on Saturday, November the 25th. The prestigious annual competition makes a comeback after 1 year, and CECAFA Secretary General Nicolas Musonye is optimistic that this time Kenya will host a successful tournament. This comes in the wake of CAF stripping off the country the right to host the CHAN 2018. Musonye believes this is an ideal opportunity for the country to make up for the lost opportunity in CHAN by using the Senior Challenge Cup as springboard to host CAF and FIFA tournaments in future.
We are promising Kenyans and the entire region that we are putting up a very good competition and they should be able to come and watch. Football is about people. When you see matches in Egypt or elsewhere, you see the crowd and you feel that the football is being played. So we want to see our people in the stadium, not on TV watching this nonsense of a European League. Let them come and watch our youth play, our own. Our own are very good. If you watch our own, you motivate them. So we are promising them good competition, good organization, and we want them to come and support it also. Because without people, football is not interesting at all.
The tournament was not held last year after CECAFA failed to get partners and sponsors, and Musonye admits that had been a big issue. With barely a month to the tournament, CECAFA and FKF could not confirm if they have any sponsors for the tournament.
We want to see how the election goes, but we're already in contact. We have an agency working to make sure that we can bag a few partners. And I think in the next 2 weeks that will be finalized depending on what happens in the election period, because sponsors want to see what is going on. But government is involved and counties have confirmed their participation and what they'll do. And so I think that we will not have a hitch in that side.
Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Sudan, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, Somalia, Zanzibar have all confirmed participation, while Libya and Zimbabwe are coming as guest nations.
Spanish champions Real Madrid suffered an embarrassing defeat at La Liga first-timers Girona, a Catalan club. The result leaves Zinedine Zidane's side in third place after 10 games behind unbeaten Barca and Valencia, while Girona collected just their third victory of the season. Girona's victory came in the backdrop of Catalonia being stripped of its autonomy for declaring independence. A number of supporters held up flags inside the 13,500 capacity Montilivi Stadium in support of their region. Here are some of the reactions after that match.
Well, it's something that worries us. We do not know exactly what's going to happen. It's a stressful situation combined with a lot of joy of being able to build a new country, the Republic of Catalonia. That makes us feel very happy. Everyone knows someone, a friend or a family member, who has had an argument for that reason. But what I'm saying is showing respect to people and understanding. We sincerely hope that everything will be fine because it concerns everyone. We hope that everything will be fine. We will soon have an answer because we are all waiting for it.
That wraps it all for us here today. We leave you with some shots of the weekend in pictures. Let's make it another day next week, same place, same time. Remember, you can always find these and other stories in the world of sport on our website, www.africanews.com/sport. See you next week.